to our series we like to call Vulgar Video Vlogtober. I am your host, Jessica, and this is my co-host,
Samuel.
And today we are going to start our new saga. So last week was Clown Saga. This week we are starting our
first of series. So we have decided that in order to be of a series, you need a minimum of 3 films and or a TV series or web series afterwards. So you got to have at least 4 different multimedia platforms in order to be considered the first of a series.
We're going to start off our series with Hatchet.
It was released in 2007. The runtime is 84 minutes, directed by Adam Green. You can find this on Amazon Prime, so it is not free like it would be on Tubi or Crackle, but if you have Prime, you can watch it for free. You don't have to pay $2.99 to rent it or anything like that.
And our info that it says for us is a boat ride of the haunted Louisiana bayous takes a turn for the worst when the tourists learn the terrifying tale of local legend who accidentally killed with a hatchet by the hands of his own father.
It's important to note on the little, title card sort of thing, it does say Hatchet Old School American Horror. This is probably where you are the most well-versed, because based on what we're reading and seeing here, it sounds like this is gonna be a good old-fashioned slasher, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
I like slashers, I love the camp. I didn't forget about the extension of Max's name, but we will save that for the end of the video. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We'll see you. 1, 2, 3. Hi, and we are back from watching the movie Hatchet. I was very happy. It was campy.
Yeah, no, this is actually properly good. This is a properly good horror movie. We said before, the little poster picture says, old school American horror, and it delivers. This is pretty much the best modern slasher I think I've seen. I can't really think of another one that compares to it, really. So this is properly good.
As like an overall, it was fun to watch. I love campy horror. It's like my favorite horror. We're gonna just dive into what we thought was worked really well, the best, the benefits, the pros of this movie. So the first one right at the get-go is the cameos from
Robert Englund, who of course played Freddy Krueger, and Tony Todd, who played Candyman, which is awesome. It's great getting those guys involved. Mm-hmm. They're just kind of small cameos, but hey, that already tells you Mr. Adam Green is taking this seriously,
Yeah. We also get the guy who plays Jason Voorhees.
Kane Hodder.
Kane Hodder, thank you. He plays our killer, which is a little hilarious because he's still wearing, not still wearing, I don't think Adam Green decided to rip off Friday the 13th, but he could have. Because he had if you've seen Jason, you see what his face looks like, and it just gave me those same vibes because the killer's face, Victor Crowley, his face is shown, and it just gave me Jason vibes.
A bit, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's fair. Some of the main things I would like to reference here is this is just totally a loving homage to slasher movies of the, for the most part, the 80s. And it works really well. It's a bit campy. It's a bit funny. There's a lot of jokes running around, but weirdly, in a film like this, you expect some horrible acting and, censored if you're sensitive, titties. There's gonna be titties, but this, the actors and actresses, they all do fantastic jobs. Every relationship is believable.
I really appreciated that, because the 80s camp, the friendships are
superficial at best.
Superficial, yeah, that's probably the best word to go for it. But like just watching it, it was just like the jokes were funny, like it just sounded like this is how friends would communicate with each other, not just like super off.
I would say on a production note, maybe they gave them some time to just kind of hang around, because the film is taking place essentially in New Orleans during Mardi Gras. So maybe they just said, here, take this little Visa card, just go hang out at the bar for a while and just talk to each other. Just hang out and talk. Because everybody just seems so natural with each other. It's crazy. And
I also like the level of vulgar / gore. We had really good gore scene in the beginning and really good gore scenes towards the end.
The head twist, that was pretty dang good.
Yeah.
They did reuse a shot for that, but
I'm
not going to hold it against them. I'm not going to hold that against them.
You know what, though? I feel like I rarely get to notice these things, and, like, the fact that I noticed, like, wait a second. Wait a minute.
They did reuse a shot, or at least it looks like they reused a shot from the opening credits. Or, not opening credits, but opening kill sequence, which, it's fine, do what you gotta do. It's a shoestring budget film, so do what you gotta do.
You can't say it's a shoestring budget film, because we'll get to the other thing that was kind of cool. They pretty much just played a whole Marilyn Manson song in the beginning for the credits, which I'm not complaining about, but it was just like, dude, like, you can afford Marilyn Manson song? Like a whole ass song? Like, not just like a
Yeah, but not another teen movie afforded to hire Marilyn Manson, and that's not a super well funded film either, so.
I don't know, like it just added to the level of finesse. So just kind of like reusing the same scene was just like, you just kind of like killed the finesse. Overall, I really just enjoyed the quality of the movie, like just all around, not just the acting, like the visuals and all that. I appreciated it, for sure.
Well, one of the main things for me is this appears to be almost specifically practical effects, which is what you would have gotten in almost any 80s slasher. The fire stunt that they do, I know Kane Hodder is a big fan of doing fire stunts, so I'm sure he was totally okay with a full body burn. I'm a sucker for fire stunts. Shout out to James A. Janice on Kill Count, because I'm with you on that one. Fire stunts are awesome. So just everything was very well done, and then unfortunately we have to get to the ending.
There was just two things for me that made the movie not the best, like the cons of the movie, if we were to get more specific. My first con is, like, as much as I enjoyed the characters and the backstory behind it, I felt like the level of like kills was not spread out evenly enough. Like, we get our first initial kill in the beginning, we get one additional kill in the middle per se, and then we get like the majority of the kills at the end, which granted were worth the wait, but just for me, on just a personal note, I kind of like the kills sprinkled out throughout the movie, but that's just my personal bias. The second thing was the ending. Like, it was very abrupt and just kind of like we get to the final kill, maybe even, and it was just so, yeah.
I was okay with all the character work going on because it was just so fun. So I was fine with that. Yeah, the third act is definitely kill heavy. Nothing wrong with that in my opinion. But the ending is way too abrupt. It's really setting up a sequel, which, of course, this is first of series. So, yeah, there are 3 sequels to this. So, it makes sense. I did do a little bit of looking online afterwards, and apparently the first 3 films, if you watch them back to back to back, they all pretty much take place over the course of a few days. So, potentially, if we decide to watch Hatchet 2, it'll make more sense. But it was way too abrupt, and you're not confirming 2 potential kills of our 2 survivors here, which is a little cheap. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate, because it was such a strong run throughout the rest of it. To have it just kind of go out with a whimper feels a little sad, really. But what is the score?
Not only are we going to include the score, just considering the saga we are in, I think we should also rate it. Would we continue to watch the series? Would we continue?
Oh, so we got 2 scores here.
Yes. So
okay.
Would we continue to watch the rest of the franchise? So for me, I would give it definitely a 4 out of 5. It was very strong. Like I said before, the cons would be I just like my kills sprinkled throughout and the ending was very abrupt. However, I would continue to watch the rest of the series, the rest of the franchise of Hatchet.
I have to pretty much agree. Just about everything, I'm going to go with a 4.5 out of 5. Only because even though the ending was a bit weak, it was still not a bad ending. It's not the worst ending I've ever seen in my life. So, it's a 4 out of 5. If it had just a stronger, more conclusive ending, this would have been the first 5 out of 5. That's unfortunate, and I would definitely watch the rest of the series. I've seen hate online for this movie, and I don't see where that's coming from. I don't understand it. This is a fantastic slasher homage. I think this is an absolutely fun film. No alcohol required, no drinking required to have fun with it.
I mean, we're drinking.
We just happen to be having wine.
We literally just happen to be having wine. Swear, swear, swear.
But this is absolutely fantastic. It's a great watch. If you have Amazon Prime, definitely give it a watch. Yeah, it's definitely worth your 84 minutes. It's fantastic.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching this video of us giving our review for Hatchet. We will see you in the next episode of Vulgar Video Vlogtober. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, we're still coming after you, Deadly Detention. It's still gonna happen. I'm just waiting for the opportune moment, baby. Sadly, Max is not here. He's at my parents' house at the moment. Hi, Max. Hope you can watch this. Miss you, buddy.